Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show, an amazing video podcast with sports stars, entertainment celebrities, and other great guests, combining one host who has no legs, one host who lives in Duluth, Minnesota, and another host who seems to never be on the show. But now, on to the show with Troy, Dave, and maybe even Will.
That's right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to an amazing special edition of the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. Of course, my co-host is from Duluth, Minnesota. That would be Troy Geary. As we see our Open, I love our Open. We haven't seen it enough in a while, so it's great for us to be back on the air. Troy, what's going on in Duluth?
Hoping the Timberwolves can pull this game off. It's a close one.
And of course, they have shocked the world by getting into the conference finals, which has blown me away. But I am blown away by our guest tonight, which I want to get to right away. It is a legendary guy. In fact, I could let him tell us who he is. But JBC, if you remember any of these kind of things, because it is your career. So let's just let your words do the talking before you pop you on.
Give it up for JB Smoove.
Oh wow, this is a
Bug it out,
comedy
man.
jam.
Bug
All
it
right,
out.
look
Yo,
at that.
who's gonna vote this year?
First year, look at that. I had the high top fade back then. Look at that.
For
man.
Bush?
Woo.
Hell no.
High top fade, looking good with the.
Is anybody on welfare here?
Public.
Did you know? I read in USA Today,
Damn, it's that high top.
my man is trying to get everybody off welfare. But he ain't gonna do it the easy way. He's gonna frustrate you to get off welfare. Talking about he gonna make food stamps this big.
I got it, Ma.
Be careful, Thelma. It might be the dog catcher. Dynamite! I'm telling you, Mama, the lottery is our tickets out of the ghetto and into the limo.
Let me ask you something. You happy with your color? Fucking love my color. Fucking mahogany. Yeah. Yeah, you mahogany. Yeah.
You happy with your color?
No.
Huh? No?
Well, what is it? What is it?
You're like a porridge, a cream of wheat, a farina, that kind of shit. Let's see which one of these geniuses is next. I got a Parker Peter. Is that Parker Peter?
I'm Peter Parker.
Peter Parker. Okay. Test time, baby. Let's go.
So, did we cover pretty much everything in your life, or do we leave out anything? So, there's a lot there.
It's thousands of things up there, man. There's things I forgot about. But you know, we are some of our parts, man. Isn't that what entertainment is, man? Not to mention all my commercial campaigns, man. All that fun stuff, man, to do. Caesars and White Claw and man, some really great commercial campaigns, Nike commercials and all that good stuff, man. Oh, I loved it. Love it.
And
I always talk about the journey, man. You know, the journey is always fun. You put a lot of work, man, and as long as you can have fun, man, and enjoy what you do, man, and inspire young people who want to do what you do, man, you can't go wrong. Come on, Dave.
Well, it is so great to have you. Great to have you on the show tonight. We haven't been together in a while, but it's great to have you. I know you're joining us from New York, and we appreciate that. Jerry Angelo Brooks getting his start in Mount Vernon, New York, and I know you're still loyal to that with the Boys and Girls Clubs and everything that you do there. And I mean, I got to ask you out of the gate, how did you get – we talked years ago. I don't know if you remember when we first met, and I said, if you could be a superhero, and you hadn't even been in the Spider-Man movies yet. So what is the backstory of your name, of the legendary JB Smoove?
Man, I used to be a hip-hop dancer back in the days. Me and my partner, I was named J Smoove. I didn't have the B yet. My guy's name was J Groove. It was Groove and Smoove. We danced for a few R&B groups. These amazing rappers. We danced for them, but we also danced in all the clubs. We danced in the clubs, man. We created routines, and we also had a skate crew. Man, we had a skating crew. We had a dance crew. We talking about the heyday of hip hop, man. Where something amazing was being created. I was a pop locker. I was a break dancer. I did it all, man. This was an amazing age of amazing music, man. Street music, man, that we called it, man. Man, it was absolutely a phenomenal time, man, to have something that's yours, especially in the music and going to block parties, man, going to all the clubs in New York City, man. I count everything, man, as part of the culture, man, that creates all of this amazingness, and yeah, man, I'm from a legendary city of Mount Vernon, man. Basketball legends, man. We have one of the most amazing basketball programs in the country. You can't even see the ceiling of our gym, man. There's too many banners hanging up, man. Look us up, Mount Vernon Friday nights, baby. Woo!
Speaking of New York sports, your Knicks and Jets not doing so hot. I mean, what is it going to take them to get them over the hump and get a championship back in New York?
Oh, the Knicks are going to be fine. The Knicks have chemistry already. Brunson is doing his thing. Also, he's the other JB, another JB. I love the JBs. So he's doing great, man. This team has chemistry. They fight hard, man. They're tough. It kind of reminds me of, I believe it might have been in 1990. I can't remember what year that was, but I love this team, man. When they had X-Man, they had all these amazing players, man. And man, we were tough, man. Oakley, we had some players, man. New York has always been synonymous with tough, hard-nosed basketball, man, and defensive basketball. I remember days we used to have games, man. You come into that guard, man. You get lucky, you get 88 points, man. I'm talking love, man. This is a throwback to that era, man. We got some great pieces, man. Injuries kind of beat us, but I'm not mad. I know what's coming, and I know you still got to build more chemistry. This full team has not been together. You're talking about this is a season that they've really been together. There's been a lot of changes with this Knicks team. And we forget we had players on that bench, man, who were injured and ready to come. But I'm not going to say you got to play with what you have on your team. That's not an excuse to use about the injuries. But I will say this much, man. This team right here is going to open some eyes, man, next season. And we will be the team to beat. We will be the team to beat. And we're looking forward to it, man. But, hey, I still say one more piece. I say one more unique piece as a safety, just for safety. One more unique piece, man. There's a lot of free agents out there, and one free agent that can get along with our coach, and we can go from there, man. And know his role. Know your role on this team.
And JB, you are such a sports fan, and you've been playing in the celebrity games. And I mean, your love for New York sports has continued, even though they haven't had the successes for the Jets and everything. But do you still find that it's still exciting for you to be a part of that New York culture?
Of course, man. You got to stick with your team, man. You got to ride with it, man. This is New York City, man. Look, man, people come here and you either fit in or you don't fit in, man. You know how many players have come to this city, man? We want to win, of course. We want you to work hard. We want you to fight. And we respect that. It's and the players who come here and embrace the city, man. We had come on, man. There definitely are people only judge it because this is the greatest city in the world, and of course you would want a winner here, man. This is, you want to be a part of this, man, and this is close enough. And come on now, we can't leave out the Rangers. Come on, man. We can talk about basketball, we can talk about football, but them damn Rangers is balling, man. They are consistently balling. Consistently balling, man. They're pucking. Consistently pucking. They're a great team, man. You know, I started going to some hockey games. You know, and you know who I'm good friends with now? Henrik, man. That's my dude right there, man. Retired goalie for the Rangers, man. My man Henrik is my dude. Also another fashion icon himself. I love his suit style. I actually told him he should throw his name in a hat to play 007. But you know, that's up to him. But you know, along with myself, I'll be a great 007 too. But you know, being said, this is the Big Apple, baby. I will support my teams, man, until we get it. Because when we get it, you ain't gonna hit it. You are not gonna hear the end of me talking. So you better enjoy it now. Because when we get it, you're gonna have one big mouth named JB Smoove talking about it. So support your teams out there. Everybody out there, support your damn teams. Don't be fair with the fans, man. And of course, my Jets. Man,
like our Royals. Our Royals fan has a question, right, Troy?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man.
For those that don't know, can you tell us the story how you got the role of Leon Black in Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Oh, man, my wife, man, we were watching the show one day, and I said, I love this show, man. I would love to be on that show one day. And she said, you know what? You're going to be on that show. I can see you and Larry together. You say crazy stuff all the time. You know, you're fun. I think your presence on that show would be amazing. And, you know, I think we are the sum of our parts, man. We don't know where our journey is going to take us, man. But I will tell you this much, man. The first thing I ever did when I started doing stand-up was at the Improv Comedy Club on 44th Street and 9th Avenue. I took a stand-up class, man, and I wanted to figure out who I wanted to be in the stand-up world. So that improv class, you know, helped me so much in my stand-up, in my acting, and everything. I tell young people all the time. I tell people in general, take an improv class. You got to be able to listen, and you got to be able to change gears in an interview, change gears in a chance meeting with someone. You got to be able to listen and read the room a little bit, and improv does that for you. So I took the improv class, man, and I put that little tool in my toolbox. And then my wife told me I was going to be on the show, man. And then I was in town I came in town, and I went to SNL 4, 5, and 6.
You were in town for a funeral, weren't you? You were in town for a funeral, right?
Yeah, I was at SNL. Didn't get renewed. I mean, I'm just saying there's a few things that happened. And if even one of these things didn't happen, I would not be on Curb Your Enthusiasm. You know, I didn't get renewed. Had I got renewed on SNL, I would have never heard about the Curb audition. And my wife didn't tell me I was going to be on the show. And then my buddy, O.G. Pierce, who made the hit song, This Is How We Do It, hadn't passed away for his memorial service. So all this comes together, man. You know, we don't know. And if it's out of order, it changes everything. If it's out of order, I'm not on Curb Your Enthusiasm. If one thing he didn't pass away, or he didn't pass away that week, or SNL renews me, you know, or my wife, my wife wasn't there when I was watching the show that day, or whatever happens, man. But she always said that I should be on that show. But if those other two things don't happen in that order, I'm not on Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm not in town. You know, and I fired my agent, who, so if I hadn't fired my agent, I would be still on SNL too, because an agent's job is to keep you employed, right? When I fire my agent, there's no one to speak up for me. There's no one to say he needs to be back on this show for a 4th season. So sometimes you got to make chess moves, even though you know the outcome. I already knew.
Well,
I was going to be on SNL again. So sometimes you got to take these chances, and that's what that was. That's me taking control of my destiny, and I ended up where I was supposed to be at anyway. But how about this? What if I never took the improv class in '88? What if I didn't take it? Would I even know what to do on an improv show? Probably not. So we don't know how our pieces will land, man. And we just gotta have faith in what we do and do it for the right reason. You know, I do my job because I want to make people happy. So there is something to that. But that is my story, and that story works. No matter what you do, it works. You control yourself. You control your destiny. You do things for the right reason. You do things, you know, that you feel like, but have confidence in yourself. One thing I do not lack is confidence in what I do, because I know I'm gonna show up and I know I'm gonna give 200% to everything I do. So I'm gonna come early. I'm gonna stay late. These are all little things I learned. You know, act like you've been there before. That's another thing I learned. But that just makes my character. You know what I mean? That's my work ethic. That's what makes JB Smoove. Man, so yeah, man, this is real.
Well, it is Grail, and we're going to jump into. I'm still disappointed that you didn't stay with Saturday Night Live, because I really wanted to see the urine detective. I think that would have been a great skit on SNL. So,
Man,
but
Dave,
we are going to.
I got a whole book of stuff, man.
Well, we're going to talk more about your brilliant career. JB Smoove joining Troy and I. You're watching the Gary Stein and Stevens Show. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this break. All right, here we are at this amazing Ditka and Jaws Cigars with the stars, and our friends at La Fratellanza have given us these amazing cigars. We had a box and they're gone. Everybody here has been coming up and they say this is one of the best cigars. It's not even supposed to be here, and now they're going crazy.
Rod Jaworski, Brian Urlacher, Warren Sapp. Everybody loves these cigars. So if you go to LaFratellanzaCigars.com, use the code GS20, you get 20% off of one of their boxes. I mean, these things, like I said, we put them down and they were gone in seconds. Everybody loves them. I mean, this is a great event, too.
I know, but holy cow, and I haven't smoked one yet. I haven't even gotten to taste it. They're just out of the Dominican Republic. They've just released them, and again, it's a labor of love for these guys that put this together. So I'm excited to have them be a part of the Super Bowl, and in fact, they were the biggest hit here, and I wish we had more boxes.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, they just started producing these things, and they cannot keep them produced fast enough around the shelf. They're just keep going out. But they're ramping up production, so they're going to be everywhere soon. So get yours today. Go to their website, LaFratellanzaCigars.com. Use the code GSS20 for 20% off a great box of 10 cigars.
All right, let's go find Jaws and light this baby up.
I'm excited to light it.
Man, it's about time I found a shirt that fits my frame.
I love the fit. It's definitely a little looser here than my other shirts. Kind of makes me feel a little more buff, you know?
You seeing this? I'm 6'5". I can't do this with other shirts.
I feel like I'm getting a designer shirt for a fraction of the price. Fits the way you want, everywhere you want. And I look pretty dang good too, don't I?
And I look pretty dang good because I have my Fresh Clean Threads shirt on. And of course, I've also got my co-host that is with me, and JB Smoove joining us for the second part of this. So JB, it is so great to have you here. And our Troy is wanted to ask you a question. So I'm going to step aside.
Yeah, I mean, I've known Dave for quite a few years now, but I want to ask you about the first time you meeting Dave on Radio Row, and you know, just tell me about that story and why you guys are friends all these years later.
Man, we had a great time, man. Some people just connect, man. You know, from different backgrounds, different experiences, man. Everything. But the one thing we have in common, man, is our love for sports, man, and our love for a good time, man, and love who we are as people, man. That's one genuine guy right there, man. We had a blast, man, and we've done that several years in a row with my work on Rich Eisen's show, Radio Row, you know, on Media Day, of the Super Bowl Media Day, man. Oh, man, that is an experience, man, that was absolutely fabulous, man. We had a blast, man. We were doing all kind of craziness, man, push-ups and
you made me break dance.
Man.
You made me break dance, and here we are. All the media is looking at us like, who's this legless freak out there?
This man's break dancing, showing his moves. Man, we had, as you see, we had an audience around us, man, because that's what it's all about, man. That's what being at the Super Bowl is all about, man, and working on Media Day. We had, my job was to shake things up a little bit out there for the Rich Eisen show, man. We had a blast, man. I mean, I would ask some of the craziest questions, man, and man, we had a good time, man. And then we would, take those questions and they would tape us, and we would take it to the Rich Eisen show the next day, and they would show them. And this guy right here, man, some people keep you going, man. That guy right there, man, we kept each other going, man. It's grueling. It's hard, man. It's hard out there. And we just had a fun time, man. And since then, with me and this guy have been buddies, man, ever since, man. I call him half man, half amazing. I call him half man, half amazing up in here. That's my dude right there. I know Vince Carter had that name first, but this guy embodies that name, man.
Well, I appreciate that, and it's just so amazing. You'll be driving somewhere, and you'll call me up, and you'll be like, "Dave, I owe you a call," and we don't talk. You're just talking about life and things that are private, and I'm like, it's like I'm talking to the very most famous fire extinguisher door-to-door salesman in the history of door-to-door fire extinguishers. So, but we both came.
I did a lot. Dave.
What's a perfume? What's a perfume formulator? What is that?
Perfumer, Dave. Someone who's, come on, man. I'm a very decadent.
You're just
man.
You're a clown, man. You're just a clown,
Dave, I did it all. Man. This is what you call, the sum of his parts, man. I've had a chance to do amazing movies, amazing TV shows, animation, man. My animation IMDb is crazy alone, man. Frank the Plant, man, Smurfs, Ninja Turtles, man. Look, come on. My list goes on and on and on. And, these are the avenues that I play in, man. The world is a playground for a comedian, a versatile person who can make you laugh in 10 different ways, man. And isn't that what we are building, man? We're building a following of people, man. We love what you do. And, man, it is a great job to have, man. It is you giving a piece of yourself every time you jump on that stage and stand up, a piece of yourself every time you jump on a set, 6 in the morning working. You giving your piece of yourself, man. And if I must connect it to sports, we are a team. Every set is a team of people who show up to win. They show up to win, man. They show up to win, and that's cast and crew. Our crew is incredible on Curb Enthusiasm. Those people, Media Day, man, and their professionalism and what they do, and I've been blessed, man, to also work with amazing people. Do me. And let me do me, man. And and I don't always got to be the guy showcasing. Look, sometimes, man, I hand the ball off. That's my job, is to make sure that this scene is amazing, not to make sure I'm always amazing. I'm going to be amazing regardless. But sometimes things require you to hand the ball off. Sometimes I don't got to score a touchdown all the time. It's about the overall show being amazing. And whether it's stand-up or TV, man, the bottom line is it's got to be a good product. And that is what.
Amen. And we know you hawk a lot of products, but you're producing my show for me, so I've got to pull something out I already had planned in the show. To me, I love watching you in cartoons because that's going to be on forever. And one of my favorite moments was you on American Dad, so I'm going to go ahead and play the clip right now.
It took some doing, but I finally managed to find him. Tracy Bryant, your old cellmate.
Tracy? Been a long time, Brian. I can't believe you're getting married. Because you already married. To me. I'm his prison wife. This ring is made out of love and commitment and pipe cleaners and human teeth.
How is this even possible?
Allow me to break it down for you. According to prison rules, I became Lewis's bitch after he beat up my previous husband. After that, we had 3 years of wedded bliss. We shared a home, a job, and some excellent toilet wine.
I love that. I just think it's so fun to watch you. I mean, how much fun do you have when you're recording these?
Man, recording is always easy, man. You know, and that goes for all the things, man. It's just fun, man. You know, of course, you know I've done some amazing video games also. Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and High on Life, which is an amazing a shooter game. It's absolutely fun. It's you know I play one of the weapons, man. It was actually a big old fish. You know, it's fun stuff, man. You lend your voice to different things, man, and that includes my voiceover work in for my Just Egg campaign, which I'm a spokesperson for. You know, I did a soccer VO. Man, my voice is everywhere, man. Because I've learned this cadence, man, and you can, especially when I do my commercial campaigns, man, and it's just my voiceover work. I have a way of making it exciting. You know, I have these levels that I use in my voice. I go up, I go down. Accentuate certain power words, man, because I'm really trying to get you excited about something, man. You know, when I did the soccer one, man, I love that. That was so fun to do, man. The power, the glory, how soccer is, world soccer is, it's everything, man, to people. It's everything. Just being able to do that was like amazing for me, man. And I'm learning more and more about that soccer world, man. I love it. I think I can do VO anything. VO, testament to, learning your craft. You gotta learn your craft, man.
And speaking of commercials, the Caesar Sportsbook ones are classic. With how was it much fun working with Halle Berry, Peyton, and Eli Manning, just to name a few. I mean, you have so many other guests that you've had on those commercials, but just talk about that.
That's great, man. That was an amazing campaign to be a part of, man. The sports book, same thing, man. I had to make it epic. I had to play the character as if I'm really Caesar. I had to play him epic. This is me playing this character, but I'm selling the product. I'm interacting with these, with Halle Berry. I'm interacting with Peyton and Eli and Cooper, and this is a product. This right here, man. Come on, man. This is woo. Look at that. Vanilla.
You and Shaq. You and Shaq are pretty much in every commercial, and these fun ones.
Oh, this AT&T March Madness one was sick, man. The coach, baby. I'm the coach. March Madness is huge. We all know that. And
you got to work with your Curb. She was on Curb. She was a co-star from Curb.
Absolutely amazing. We worked well together, man. We had some great scenes on Curb together. That girl is so damn funny, man. And man, see, man, you're going through my IMDb, man. I'm trying to tell you, my IMDb is vast, Dave. I'm telling you, man.
I like to.
Vast.
Hey, we're both. Look, I'm a stand-up comedian now. I'm in one movie that just lost out on an Emmy last night, so I'm following your footsteps, even though I don't have feet.
Man. Oh, Dave, Dave, you doing you. You just doing you, Dave, and that's what it is. I talked about this kind of stuff, man. About I always do a lot of speaking engagements, so I always talk about the journey, man, and I talk about people finding themselves, man, and getting those reps as yourself. You got to get those reps in as you. Otherwise, you ain't gonna know how to be you. You follow trends. You follow people. You copy people. find yourself and your genuine self, and you can't build on someone else's style or someone else's career. You're gonna build your own. And when you get where you want to go, it comes. It comes how it's gonna come. It's gonna come when it comes. So there's no burning bridges or stepping on toes in my life. You know, for everybody to win, man. Because I know your success, you know, it does your failure. My success, anybody's success shows you that it's possible. Show you that it's possible, if anything. So in this fast-paced world, man, this world moves very fast now, man. So everybody's envious of each other. Everybody wants it, you know, and everybody's willing to step on toes to get it. But there are some genuine people out there who understand to build something yourself that's yours, and then that's how I operate, man. Dave know how. Dave, you know how genuine, bro. I ain't have to dance. I ain't have to do no damn push-ups with your ass. I could have done something. Totally different. I gotta walk around and interview them damn players, man. Do my damn job. I took time out of my own damn job to hang out with your ass, Dave.
Yeah, but I've only got 6 toes to step on, so I have a lot less, you know, especially when you were trying to dance with me. But we're going to take one more break because JB's been so gracious to be with us. You're watching Geary, Stein, and Stevens. We're going to talk about what JB's got going on next. Again, if he isn't hawking enough, he's got even more projects in the work. This man never stops working. You're watching Geary, Stein, and Stevens. Hi, everybody. Dave Stevens here for the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show from Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Rays. And you know what? Not everybody can be a Major League Baseball player, but you can look like $1 million. What's the best way to do that? Well, go to freshcleanthreads.com. Don't believe me? That's right. You can look professional, feel good, and not spend a lot of money by wearing Fresh Clean Threads. They have amazing shirts. They've got Henleys and polos, long sleeves, and even bomber jackets. And if you like them, you can save some money by typing in the show code GSS Show from the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show to save 20% off. So if you can't be a major leaguer and you want to dress like one, well, go to freshcleanthreads.com. That's freshcleanthreads.com. Tell them Dave sent you. Use that code GSS Show. Hi, everybody. Dave Stevens from the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. And, you know, Troy and I are on the road all the time covering games, doing things, my motivational speaking. But I have connected with LifeWave, which has really changed my life. And it's an amazing patch that not only helps me to live my life, it keeps me very active. Tammy Wellman is joining me. And now, Tammy, you put these patches on me. It is a stem cell regeneration plan. But tell us a little bit more how it works.
Yeah, so these patches are amazing. They're wearable wellness. They're non-transdermal patches. Nothing goes in your body. Your body gives off light. They capture it and they activate your body's own repair system. Your body goes to work to heal things that are in need of healing. Pain reduction, things like that.
It gave me an opportunity to play in the Celebrity Softball Classic. This video of my base hit, I wouldn't have done it without these patches. So please, if you want to know more about this product, go to patchit.life. LifeWave, it's changing my life.
Welcome back to the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. We're with JB Smoove. JB, I got a question for you. You got a new project coming up. It's going to be on Amazon. You're going to host a game show. Can you tell us a little bit about that and when we can see it?
Man, it's a lot of fun, man. Working with some amazing entrepreneurs, man, on their journey. One thing about me, this is another thing to add to my IMDb. But I love game shows, man. I love appearing on game shows. This is not really a game show, but the category I would put it in the category of it's not Shark Tanky, but it has some elements I feel that motivate people to entrepreneurs to pursue their dreams. And it's called Buy It Now. It was just in the trades, man. Great show, man. Meet some amazing people, man. What we're doing is with the show is we're allowing these amazing entrepreneurs, who have amazing products, man, that they've created, to get into an exclusive area of Amazon called the Buy It Now store, it's kind of like its own little speakeasy in some way. They get a chance to get in there and have their product seen by millions of people instantly, and their appearance on the show plays a big part in that, man. They get visibility, they get a chance to get into the buy it now store if they make it through, you know. But you know, our celebrity guests have got to love your product, and they got to agree that you belong in that buy it now store. It's an amazing show, man. Amazing energy. And you know me, man. My heart is big, and I like people to have a good time. I make sure they have a great time. Win or lose, I make sure they have a great time. And the experience is beautiful because you win regardless. You're gonna be seen by millions of people. Number one, win or lose, the people. If you win, it'll be available to a lot of people. But even if your product doesn't make it, you still have an opportunity to be seen by a lot of people, man. It's the journey that counts for me, and these people love the show. You're gonna love it, man. You're gonna love me hosting the show, and you're gonna love the show overall. It's a lot of great energy, man. It's a lot of fun. You know, so many cool things, man. So many cool things to do out there. When you make yourself versatile, man, you get a chance to experience some amazing things, man. A little bit of everything. You know, and it keeps you, you know, when I'm on stage doing my stand-up, man, my number one person I want to make laugh is myself. If I can make myself laugh in my brain, I know what I'm saying is going to make sense to people who are watching it. You know, and I think that's what you have to do when you apply yourself to any job you have as an actor. You apply yourself. If you feel it, they're going to feel it. You know?
And we've felt it a long time because you've had such a great career. And now as we kind of get towards the end of the show, I just wanted to go back to that experience of Curb and what that meant, because really you came on and took over a big, much needed part, almost a sidekick for Larry to bounce things off. But you talk about that improv. I mean, take us through what an episode is like. How much do you film? How much stays on the floor? Are there hours and hours of things that we would love to see someday? I mean, what goes into that? I know you have a premise, a basic outline, but you guys just roll with it, and it's just comic genius.
Man, the show is a very unique show, man, because, you know, the show, of course, is improvised. You know, we have amazing writers who write an amazing outline, man, and it's kind of like our roadmap for the episode, our roadmap for the season. The process is pretty simple, man, and there's nothing better than hearing something for the first time, man. So, and Larry's just, man, look, he's just underhand pitching us, man. You know, he's setting us up, man, for greatness. And man, you know, you really can't go wrong with what's presented to you in that outline. And all you're doing is you're just taking that outline. You know, of course, there's no dialogue on that outline, but you're laughing at the scenarios that Larry knew. He's setting your character perfectly. He's literally underhand pitching me, man. I'm telling you. And you know, and it's like this. Once someone learns your voice and they learn what you do, man, it becomes second nature, man. You really take on a character, and you become that character, man, while you're shooting. You know, and Leon only says things that, and Larry knows what Leon's capabilities are. You know, he knows that Leon is there to have his back or not have his back. But you know, there are chess moves within the show that you gotta try to make it make sense. So improv is a very unique way to perform, and because you're actually writing the show while you're performing the show. You know what I'm saying? And there's tons of stuff, but that goes with any show, not just Curb. Any show is going to have tons of edited stuff on the floor based on what the director wants. But I guess it would be different because Curb is improvised, and what you hear, there may be a scene that's even funnier than the one that's aired. But Curb is also a 1,000-piece puzzle, meaning pieces have got to fit to make the episode go. I mean, you might have had a funnier scene, but does it match what he needs, the pieces to make the episode sense? It probably won't. Floor, because it's not going to fit in the overall scheme of things. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. It's great. Will you ever see those edited scenes? Probably not. You're talking about 12 seasons of stuff. You know how many scenes you would have?
There's no more DVD. They don't do that DVD box set crap anymore, right?
You would have thousands of DVDs because you got to count how many guest stars, how many cast members. It's so many scenes. You couldn't begin to show and make sense of it. You're talking about a lot of stuff from season 1 to season 12. All those scenes, all those people. Oh my gosh, all those guest stars. Man, you would get lost. You would laugh, but you would get lost in all that stuff. And who's going to edit all that stuff and re-edit something that's cut into a form where you're going to understand it. There's a great process, man, for it, man. I'm telling you, if you ever had the opportunity to sit on set and watch a scene, you would see gold. You would see gold, man. You would see.
Maybe we'll get a documentary like the Beatles. In 40 years, there'll be like a Beatles Let It Be documentary, and they can do that. But I got to ask one question because it was tragic to watch this final season as a celebration. Yet you lost a key cast member, and he was visibly weak at the end. But what was it like to work with him, and especially his courage at the end?
Man, Richard Lewis was absolutely one of the most genuine, amazing people. They always say, you don't know what you're going to get when you meet some of your heroes, In the stand-up world, man, I used to listen to Richard Lewis, man, when he was on the Howard Stern show, man. And you're talking about, man, I was listening to Howard Stern show when he was on AM radio. I'm talking about all these great comedians who appeared on different shows, and I followed their careers, man. And sometimes you get a chance to work with these people, man. And working with Richard Lewis, man, was absolutely amazing, man. And that's bravery, man. That's guts, man. That's courage, man, to be there for your friend, man, to, want to be a part of this amazing show that you helped create and helped to get to where it was by being a cast member on the show and being Larry's good friend. These guys were born, what? Hospital. Like, people, man, that, you like, and to see how much is so genuine, man. It's really a testament to friendship, man, and professionalism, and all those things that make us who we are as human beings, man. That dude was something else, man. I mean, he would have me laughing my butt off, man. Man, he was a smart ass, man. And I use that in a fun way, because man, that guy would he would be jabbing me, man. Jabbing me, man. That guy was good, man. And we would go back and forth, man, with each other. We would have each other in stitches, man. But we didn't have a lot of scenes together until like the last few seasons. But so when I first got on the show, he would he would call Larry the Hog. He said, Larry's a hog. He hogs you. So we started calling Larry the Hog because he wouldn't let me do any scenes with anybody else. And I would only do scenes with Larry because I was in his house. So of course all my scenes would be with him. But everybody wanted to do scenes with me, and Larry would kind of keep me to himself. But that dude right there, man, I mean, Richard Lewis and Bob Einstein, man. Shelley was also amazing. I didn't do many things with Shelley. Shelley Berman and Bob Einstein, man, Super Dave, man, and man, Richard Lewis, man. These are icons, man, and yeah, man. I remember when I first got on the show, man. After the first season I did was over, he actually called me on the phone, man, and we talked for 2 hours, man. About Curb, we talked about comedy, we talked about everything, man. And yeah, man, you'd be surprised what people give you, man. And it don't cost them, it don't cost nothing to be nice. It doesn't. It doesn't cost anything. It don't cost. I tell people all the time, it don't cost you shit to be nice. And he didn't have to call me. I'm just another actor on the show. He didn't have to talk to me for 2 hours and tell me how amazing I was on this, appreciated my style and what I do. But I had to give it to him. I said, man, look, man, you talking to somebody who fucking idolizes stand-up comedians, and you were one of them. You know, and some people don't even know their greatness. They don't truly know. They know they're great. But until they hear it from somebody who really, takes and understands the process, because I do it too. I understand it completely. Now, people who don't understand it or who don't travel doing this in front of audiences full of people, all over the country, all over the world, you wouldn't understand what it takes to do it. You give it every time you get on that stage, you give a piece of yourself. Yeah, and sometimes it's your health. Sometimes it's your health. We don't know. When you drive a car, what happens? The car starts to have little issues. You drive that car so much. Sometimes you drive that car hard too. Ooh wee. For no reason, you drive the car hard. And years later, sometimes the body and the mind, sometimes they're connected for a long time, and sometimes they disconnect, and sometimes we just got to thank them for what their sacrifice to make people happy. And that's what he is, man. He was one of those dudes. Even in his days of you see him tired. You see him, man. It doesn't stop his humor. Good gracious, man. Still, pop, 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 pop. Still on it. The mind was pow, pow, potty. The body can't control the body sometimes, man. Sometimes the body gives up. But that man's mind, man, those last few arguments with Larry, golden, man. Freaking golden.
I got one last one here before we let you go. What made you fall in love with stand-up comedy, and how did you get your first start?
Stand-up comedy, man, is just being able to love to laugh, man. And stand-up comedy is not complicated. And I tell people all the time, it's not rocket science. It can make you happy, man. And they say laughter cures everything. So there is a science to that, to laughter. There's a science that says, hey, man, happiness is healthy. Me, I always just loved making people happy. Even before my stand-up career, I was just doing stuff, man. I would just shake things up at a party. I would be the first one to start dancing, making funny jokes. I'm that lampshade on the head dude, man. I'm that dude. Very stories, man. People will tell I like people to tell their own stories. But man, somebody gotta break the ice. Somebody gotta let people see it's okay to have a good time. And stand-up is that route, man. I mean, I used to play my mom and dad's comedy albums, man. They called them party albums back in the days. Party albums, man. Red Fox and Richard Pryor, man, and Franklin Ajay and freaking all Bill Cosby. All these people had albums, man. They had albums, man. This is way before Eddie Murphy was thought about. You talking about
Cheech and Chong.
Legendary comedians, man. I used to love me some George Carlin, man. That was my man. Look, George Carlin. Come on, man. Don't get me started, man. My library was vast, man, and the people who I love to laugh at, man. And yeah, man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it for all the reasons, you know, for a lot of reasons, man. Not just for the fame, not just for the money, not just for the women. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love that energy you get back from the audience, man. Because you're giving it, but when you get it back, it hits you in the chest, man. All that laughter, like pressure pushing on your body, man. You feel it. You feel it on your body. When a whole room of people are laughing, man, and enjoying you in the moment. Not on a movie you see 8 months later. In the moment, man. Not on a TV show you see 6 months later, next year. No. There's no call. Stand up is coming right now, baby. That's something you can feel in the moment. You can get in your car and go home and laugh your ass off all the way home. We tell them jokes and pretend they're your jokes. We don't know what they do with them damn jokes. Man, and you know, man, it comes back, you know, and that is what is a body of work and a journey of a career, man. Is I've done a lot of stuff, man, a little bit of everything, man. Hell, when I made the Marvel Universe, man, I could have retired. That's how much I love comic books and love Spider-Man and love fucking Marvel, man. I could have said, I'm good. Fuck me.
What about those?
I'm with goddamn Spider-Man. I'm good. I'm in the Marvel Universe.
Are you?
I grew up.
Are you still getting 12-cent residual checks from Pootie Tang or no?
Who doesn't? Every actor, Dave, every actor gets a movie checks for 5 cents. Every actor who's ever, that's just a testament to how long I've been doing this. If you get a 5
well, you and John
check, doing it long enough.
You and John Wayne are vying for the most appearances in movies, I believe. So I love it, man. And you've been such a good.
I'm not nowhere near it.
You have been such a good friend. Speaking of love, man.
Samuel Jackson. Now that dude got some fucking movies. I'm nowhere near those guys. Nowhere near there.
Well, we'll keep it up. You need your own superhero movie. So that's what we got to get for you.
Man, look, man. So. I'm a superhero already, Dave. I'm a superhero. Man.
Oh, you are to me, my friend.
For my Boys and Girls Club, I'm a superhero.
You are. And so let's make a couple of pitches. Tell us about the Boys and Girls Club from Mount Vernon. And, of course, where can we buy your hat and other paraphernalia to support these organizations?
You can go on my Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on across the board. I'm Snap JB Smoove, OHSNAP JB SMOOVE, Snap JB Smoove on the gram. Hit me up, man. The love is real. Sometimes I do a day when I'm just answering questions. Sometimes I just give answers. I call it no questions, just answers. Sometimes I just give answers to shit I know people want to know about. Sometimes in this business. But yeah, man, I'm just pushing, man. I'm always busy, man. We started our production company, Alternate Side Productions. We're doing a lot of work, man. Putting a lot of young people.
Is my life story? Are you going to do my life story, or what? Like, what do I got to do here?
Dave.
Who I got to sleep with? Who I got to sleep with?
No, Dave. No, I am not doing your lifestyle. I don't know, Dave. Who knows?
You can play me. We'll see. We'll CG your legs off, just like right there. We'll cut those off. You can play it. Who said that? They'll think you're a good looking athlete. There, we could do a Wonder Years.
You ever see that movie with Rosie Greer, The Two-Headed Man?
Oh yeah, we could do that. Okay, Amazon, are you watching? Are the bosses at Amazon watching?
Man, Dave. Funny ass movie, man.
JB, thanks so much.
That's what we're doing now, man. We're producing, man. We're gonna be doing some amazing work, man. It's man. What else is there?
We had you for a long time,
What
and I
else is
so
there to do?
appreciate your love and friendship. And I can't wait to see you in person, either in New York or wherever we can get together and just hug, have a drink, maybe pass some Cavassier or something. I don't know, and just talk, because I love when you're just driving and you call me and we just have these deep conversations, not about comedy, not about anything, about life. I mean, you're such a human, and I don't think people separate that. There's a JB Smoove and then there's, Jerry Brooks, who's just a genuinely good guy that has given back and continues to be funny. And I wonder, one last quick question. Do you feel like people expect you to be funny everywhere you go, or do you feel like you can just be you?
No, that's why I always give a balance of, I give people a lot of, if I can sense in your presence in front of me that you're troubled, you need a good word, I'm that guy to give you a good word, man. Why not? I've almost missed flights, man, in the airport, talking to people because I felt like they needed something. You know what I mean? But that's nothing, man. That's just being a human being. It's not being JB Smoove. It's not being anything. JB Smoove gets me notoriety, but to be myself gets me, it puts me, look, you can icon yourself by being genuine. Just a cool ass person, man. That's how you icon yourself. But people fall in love with you, and they want your presence, man, around them. They want your energy around them. TV. What we do is a job, man. That's a fucking job. What I do is a job. Believe me. That's a job, man. I got to clock in and clock out. Sometimes I don't want to go to work. It's a fucking job. Sometimes I got to get up and I got a call time at 5 in the morning. You think I want to get up at 5 in the morning? Fuck no, I don't. You know what I mean? Put them clothes on. Put them clothes back off again. Change this outfit. Put another outfit on. Put another outfit. Redo your makeup again. You really want to do that shit? No. No, you don't want to do that shit all day, all the time. You're a regular person who gets tired, irritated, irritable. All that shit is part of the job you're working. People don't think it's a job. People think it's a lottery. It's a fucking job, I promise you. You got to work. You got to show up on time. You got to stay late sometimes. And go to bed and get back up early in the morning again and get your ass back to the set again. Sometimes you don't get a full night's sleep. So yeah, man, I appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate people who support my movement, man. But I know it's for a reason, man. It's not. I'm not gonna cure the ails of of the world, man. I'm just gonna do things that I feel like get you through your goddamn day. Why not? Y'all dope, man. I appreciate you, Dave, so much, man.
Well, hey, thank you, my friend Troy.
Yeah, I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to join us tonight. And
I got some vegan chicken nuggets, man, waiting for me in the oven.
Oh yeah, you gotta get those. You gotta get eaten.
He's been. We had his dinner on hold, so all right. Well, hey, I've been hard the whole entire time of this conversation. So, that's for different audience.
Oh, geez.
Damn you, Dave.
Anyway,
Damn
JB,
you, Dave.
thanks for being a part of tonight. A very special show. I know a lot of people are watching out there, so thank you. Can't wait to see you in person again. We'll promote whatever you got. Best of luck on the Amazon show. And that's going to do it for tonight. You've been watching Geary, Stein, and Stevens. Thank you for following us on all social media platforms. We love you. Any last words, JB?
Yeah, man. Stay real, baby. Bring the ruckus all day. Bring the ruckus, baby. And get in that ass, Larry.
We'll see you later.
Thank you for tuning in to the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. Follow us on social media. Watch us on yourhometv.com, or now we're on Roku. Download it and watch us. And thanks for tuning in. Until next time, America.